So there's the matchup for today. Jackson Jobe versus Chris Paddock. Paddock with a rough start to the year with a 6.75 ERA, but a decisionless record to start this season. Jackson Jobe is 0-1. Did pitch a lot better, I thought, in his last game, even though we did kind of get rocked up a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Jobe's stuff is just, it's just the lack of control, but he's got a good fastball. He's got stuff that moves. And the Minnesota Twins were not great at a little thing called plate discipline yesterday, so we'll see if that continues. As this game, yet again, is about our third or fourth attempt to be at 500 for the first time this season.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
All right, game 2 here at Target Field, and at least for the moment, no miserable glare on the batter's eye against Chris Paddock.
And that's on the outside edge, and that's how he gets started here in Minnesota.
A reminder, as we do start this game, we've got the Woody Keller crew for this series, which is always inconsistent. That was one of the best games we've had Woody call ever last night.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that
well,
was a
advantage in bad calls early on will go to Detroit.
We'll see how this umpire zone shapes up today.
2-0 against Malloy.
Late on that fastball.
Well, it came right out
Late,
right there. Challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for.
Yeah, 5th or 6th, or maybe a little bit later, early on in the season. I don't know. 2-1. Fouled off by Malloy. Out in front on that fastball. Paddock slowed it down to 92. He doesn't have a tremendously overpowering fastball. And right back up the middle. Nearly took Paddock's head off.
So a man on base to start the inning.
Man, oh man, that was a bullet.
Exactly what he was looking for right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Kerry Carpenter.
Well,
now for the
good
Tigers.
stuff there.
One of the stars
Kerry
in the
Carpenter
win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And the first pitch fastball is in.
Our batting .421 on an 8-game hitting streak.
He features a 4-seam
one home run behind Spencer Torkelson for the team lead and potentially the AL lead. I didn't really look heading into this game. However, the wind is kind of blowing in from right field. And a ground ball from Carp. We do not see him do this very often. And Kerry Carpenter will ground into a double play. Well, it's a bit of a, an approach change there for Carpenter. We're always trying to hit the ball with power, always trying to hit it deep. And in this situation right here, we didn't do that, didn't want to pull it into the wind, and that erases both. Well, we only had one base runner. Good swing by Carp, but just on top of it. Ball 1 to Riley Green.
Ball 1.
I would say not much of a reason to pitch to Riley here. But you do have Torkelson, who has been lighting it up against both lefties and righties. 2-0.
Inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to
I don't know if I'd make that move here today. Done a good job of just getting out in front with torque and pulling balls. We're not hitting like deep home runs, center field or in the gaps or anything, but Torque has really excelled at just pulling the ball down the line.
2 outs, base is empty.
Average-wise, he's not hitting for average, but he is hitting for power against righties still. That's a 4-pitch walk to Riley Green, so they're taking their chances.
The base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary.
Torkelson hit home run number 7 on the season last night, 13 RBIs.
2-out RBI, and those are the best.
Ooh.
That is if you are the offensive.
That's a tempting pitch, especially with what we just talked about. You know, trying to get out in front of something and just pull it, but. Oh, yeah. Hey, don't come much better on changeups than that.
2 outs.
And that's down the line and right. That one will get down. What a terrible decision to dive. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be 3 bases for Torkelson, and it's 1-0 Detroit. What a miserable decision. That's another good fastball there from Paddock. Right on the edge up in the zone, and I mean, they never had a chance.
Solo runner at third, 2 men out. Here's Gleyber Torres.
No, there's just magic apparently.
So
So here's Gleyber Torres back in the lineup since yesterday. And Torres ripped it foul.
2 outs and a runner at third here in the second game of the series.
Who did you pick Torkelson against, though? Didn't you pick Torque against, like, Garrett Cole or something?
Next
fired in another fastball.
All you got to do is
Fair
concentrate
enough.
and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
0-2 here on Torres. Fouled it off. 313 average for Gleyber. Got a hit in his return last night. His 5th on the season. Up
That
high.
one's upstairs, ball 1.
See if you can
I know.
upstairs a little bit. Make
It's
sure you miss
it's kind of
stepping out
crazy.
the zone
Like,
since you're headed to
WrestleMania
count
felt
1-2.
like, oh my God,
Don't
it's
miss
taking
in
forever
the
to get
zone,
to
'cause
it.
that's where you
And then
get
now
hurt.
it's like, oh my God, it's like here.
Here's a 1-2.
Down low in the dirt,
Squirts
but
away
blocked
a
up the
little
third
bit.
base line.
No advance. Good job behind the dish.
I don't know if I will be or not. It's kind of hard to predict what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, let alone a week out. Ground ball.
Chop to the left
That
side.
is a fair ball. What a play at third.
And Gleyber Torres
To keep it a
retired.
1-run
That's the
inning
And they
for
limit the
Detroit.
damage. Detroit with the RBI triple. It's now
Well,
1-0.
Twins gave us a run early. 2 hits for the Tigers in the inning, and now we will see Jackson Jobe for the 3rd time
And on the
this
mound in
year.
This one, Jackson Jobe.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Bottom of the
To be
first.
fair, I haven't kept up a lot
Willie
with
Castro.
TV as of late, so I'm not really sure exactly what's going on. Willie Castro to lead off against Joe.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Is the draft next week or after? I don't know. Good question. Yeah, that's coming up
Here's a
too.
high chopper. Baez.
Ground ball, Javi Baez.
And
One
a
away.
quick out number 1. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. We could be in for a power show.
I did see her kinda get owned on Twitter, though. That was
lift
funny.
and Separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely.
What was
trying
it?
to hit the
Have
ball
a title
in the air
match,
regardless of the conditions,
get
but
injured,
I think even
get
a little more
divorced,
so there's margin for error.
get
if
a
you can
facial
get the ball
procedure.
up in the air. So you know you'll see at times, I'm sure, with
Something
2
like that.
strikes, what looks like
A repeat,
half swing.
of
They
course.
can get out of the ballpark with a hitter
Cutter
who's
will
got
miss from
decent
Jackson Jobe to Jose Miranda.
Next to hit, takes
Picked up a hit in last night's game. And 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
This is a batter who clearly
Yeah.
performs better in day
Well, we
games.
don't always
Why,
talk
but his
wrestling.
numbers generally back it up.
Change up, that misses.
And now 3-0.
Well, this is the problem with Joe. Does
And that
not
one
have
misses
great
outside.
command,
It's
so
ball 4.
walks like that
Tough after falling
aren't
behind a hitter, 2
too
balls and no
uncommon.
strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter.
So
but
here's Correa.
He needs to get back into the strike zone
Ground
and
ball,
start
foul.
pitching with
Correa
conviction.
way out in front of
Now
him.
Correa up to hit. Miranda, the base runner at first with 1 out.
Change up. Ooh, could be two. Torres, a flip onto second. Sweeney's throw, not in time. So says the ump.
Here's Royce Lewis. Drove in their only run in last night's game.
Yeah, no, if there was a replay, I missed it. I do want to take a look at this. Not like we can change anything, but how close was this play? Oh, yeah. No, he's safe. Change up and a flinch at it from Royce Lewis.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
I thought that was going to be hit a little bit too slow for a double play, but, man, we certainly had a chance at it there. Ooh. First sweeper of the day for Jackson Jobe. Got Royce Lewis flying out in front. Missed with the cutter. Ooh, and we hit him.
2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, maybe Jackson Jobe should try and dot a Nat's ass a little bit more. Because now, Matt Wallner.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. 2 outs.
I believe next week. This upcoming week. Change up. Swinging a miss by Wallner. And the 0-2 from Jobe. Oh, that's a line drive down the line. Snagged by Baez. And the Tigers will get out of the inning without allowing a run.
Down 1-0.
That's a big play.
Now it's going to be.
Haven't seen a lot of Zach McKinstry as of late, but maybe a little bit of time off can get him going. And a ground ball, late reaction from second. And Zach McKinstry, first pitch. Chris Paddock just hung him a slider. Nothing good about that pitch.
There's just no one there to knock it down.
Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers.
We should be at Talladega this upcoming Wednesday.
And that one almost got him.
Maybe. Now, the Twins IRL are an absolute dumpster fire. They are not a good team. Here in franchise, they're off to a decent start, 7-7. And Dingler down the right field line. That one is all the way to the wall. And McKinstry, pretty decent speed. And he's into third. Dingler with a double. And the Tigers with 2 in scoring position. I mean, if there's a day that works better for other people, we can do it another day. It's just Wednesday was just my default. I know Pat said last time that Wednesday wasn't ideal for him either. So if we want to change it, we can. I would like to have as many people be able to be there as possible, you know, so we're open. Wednesday's not just a set in stone kind of thing. That was a hittable pitch, but Friday or Sunday? I'd say Friday's more likely than Sunday, but I don't really know. I'll look at it.
And here it comes.
Ground ball. This will get a run in. So an RBI ground out for Trey Sweeney, but he's got to take RBIs any way he can get them.
The third baseman, Javier Baez.
The batter now, Javier Baez.
That's something.
It's been such a good hitter.
Yeah, I pretty much only had time to watch the highlights really as of late. For one, obviously we've been really busy as of late, and 2, I have been. If I am watching TV, it's mostly been the Tigers. So here's Baez. Runner on second, 1 away. And Javi, left center field. That one is going to get down and get a run home. Baez with a double. And Chris Paddock is getting touched up early.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into
For as well as Javi has started this season, average-wise, RBIs have been kind of tough to come by and really hitting for any sort of power.
So the lineup flips over. And up next for
And I
Detroit,
mean,
Justin
26
Henry
pitches
Malloy.
in,
1-for-1
Minnesota's
with a
got to be
single
looking
so
at
far.
Chris Paddock saying, I don't know how much longer we can go at this.
First offering misses badly for ball one.
I don't know if I've
Got some good
really
opposite field power.
entered a
What I
game
like
where
about something being hit
my
to the
opponent
right
is
side
just
into the outfield
feeding us
is that the
meatballs.
base runner at second has a very
Just about
good
every
read
at-bat.
and can determine whether or not he can score
Ah.
on that base hit.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Time to check
Earl
our
Hendricks, the
umpires.
home plate
Earl
umpire
Hendricks
today. Woody
calling balls
Keller
and strikes.
is
Yeah,
down at
well-liked
first
umpire,
base.
Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too
We got out in
surprised by
front on
anything.
that,
Sometimes
just
he'll
a little
get
bit.
off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
1-2 on Malloy. Missed it. That's a good pitch, though.
2-2.
Really good take, especially with two
Malloy
strikes.
1-for-1, and just one of those mistake sliders from Chris Paddock just leaked right over the middle of the plate.
Close shot,
Oh.
doesn't get the call. And
That's
ball
probably
three.
strike 3, but
One out and a runner at second. Here at the top
full
of the
count
second.
gifted to Malloy.
And ball
Wow.
four, two aboard.
Runner, take your base.
Wow, wow,
They
wow.
didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity.
2
So
on,
not a
1
terrible
out for
result.
Carpenter.
2 on, 1 out. Kerry
That is,
Carpenter up now for the
That is a
Tigers.
sequence of
He's
calls,
0
we'll
for
say
1.
that.
Fastball for
Probably a
strike.
home run pitch for Kerry, even with this wind.
Carpenter
Carpenter's 6 home runs tied 4th in the American League.
Checks
Whoa,
out.
what a take. But what a pitch from Chris Paddock. Already 5 hits for Detroit.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
It's another good fastball, and Carpenter down 2 strikes. Gonna be a tough guy to get out, though. Gonna have to probably throw a good slider at us, or go like up and away or something.
Up and
Not
in.
what we
It's
needed.
2-2.
Yeah. Man, I am so glad that they extended the netting. Surprised we didn't get the call. Ooh, Carpenter stays alive. Sat back on a changeup. And even didn't miss that pitch by much. Kind of got Chris Paddock's number so far.
That
Whoa.
one counts for misses.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here. With
Yeah, I think we got a pretty good eye so far today. 3-2.
2 on, 1 out. Got him swinging.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Well, that high four-seam fastball becomes such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity it's spinning.
Really went up
just
one
happens to
time in
jump
that
on you.
AB,
You expand your
and that is
zone,
a
you
tough,
stay tall on the backside, and
tough
you're really
eye
not even
adjustment.
able to make contact. If you do,
Watching
anytime
our
it's a
Tigers and
pop-up.
real Tigers is really confusing. Fair. They're both playing in here, too.
Now at the plate, Riley Green. And that's outside.
Carpenter's
And that's ball
crying.
1.
True. That's why I say, though, generally it's not a great idea to just pick the same player all the time. It's worked for Ash so far, but generally it's just a terrible idea because you're going to go through slumps with everybody in the lineup.
2 on, 2 outs. Check
Ooh,
swing,
went around on that.
And now it's even 1-1.
Well, the second I said we had a pretty good eye, we've had 2 bad chases. In the air to
And that
center.
one hammered.
Riley Green has hit it pretty well, carrying back there to the track.
They put 2 on the board.
Not bad.
3 hits, no errors.
Tigers scored 2 more.
Stranded.
Extend the lead
To the
for
bottom of
Jackson
inning
Joe.
number 2. It's the Tigers 3 and the Twins nothing.
True.
And welcome back to the
Here we go.
ballpark.
For the
Here's
Twins,
Byron Buxton.
the center field.
We talk about
Byron.
guys with good speed. And
Here's
defensively,
Byron
he has
Buxton.
it, but pushing the offensive
6'7", 8"
side
here for
just a
Minnesota.
second, Chris. It's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Couple of home runs his last 7. Laying on the cutter and foul.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Popped up. Wow.
Swung on, popped up.
Came up and in there on Byron. Right on the line. Torkelson there to make the play. I don't think so. I don't think the Tigers have scored a run in a couple of innings. Ryan Jeffers with 1 away. Cutter will drop in. Quite a speed difference between Job's fastball and his cutter. Changeup got him way out in front.
As he swings through it.
Job has a really nasty changeup.
That was the sweeper, but it
I
missed.
tried. There wasn't a lot of hope in that, but I tried. And the 1-2. Woo.
That to right.
McKinstry will have no play.
And that will drop foul.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the
1-2 again.
Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time
Sweeper on the ground. Glaber Torres on a couple of hops.
In plenty of time
away.
to first, 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 8, the left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
Yeah, the Minnesota Twins have been eliminated from playoff contention. Popped up on the infield. Wow. Quick inning and not a threatening inning from Minnesota against Jackson Joe.
No hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Tigers 3.
Hey, Tigers are coming around now. We got the beginnings of a good team. You wouldn't know it in game, but the team IRL is better than SDS gave him credit for. And, we'll see about, roster updates as the season goes on, too. Gary Carpenter, I believe he's still sitting at 4 home runs on the year. And 2 of them have come against lefties, which is just something that he never did before.
That one finds the zone.
Mainly because Hinch wouldn't give him the chance. Now he's trying to give him the chance, see if he can develop as a little bit more of an all-around hitter.
Do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Just missed.
Ball.
Can't trade draft picks in baseball. Cash considerations. Player to be named later.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to
until I tried to launch a fastball to Oh, yeah. Full count here on Torkelson.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Into center. It's got a chance to get down, and it does. Torkelson ain't hitting the ball hard here today, but a couple of odd hits, and he's 2 for 2.
So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it.
I'm going to have to get up here in a second. Unlock the door.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's Glaber Torres. Where'd that last pitch miss?
What?
And a strike to Glaber.
I feel bad. I bitch about the games where, we don't get the umpire's help. But then I get these games and I'm just like, oh my God, I don't need this much help. Glaber, left field. That gets down.
Throw back in quickly.
First 2 reach for the Tigers here in the 3rd. Chris Paddock has just been hit around.
Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit.
Oh my.
Those always feel great.
first and
All right,
second.
I might as well go unlock the door now. It's possible. Not unlikely.
No outs. The batter now.
So now Zach McKinstry.
1 for 1 with a single and
One
a run
for
scored
one.
so far.
Tiger's sitting on 7 hits, and Paddock does not have an out here in the third.
That one's in there, 0-1.
It's a good first pitch,
The early stages,
of which there have been very few
He's going to
for
need
Chris
to get
Paddock.
some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And
1-1.
that one upstairs, ball 1. Some movement in the Twins bullpen.
We saw Simeon Woods Richardson
Castellano
last
warming up
night.
for
Did a pretty good
manager
job.
Rafael Baldelli. Woods Richardson also
More
throwing.
action up for Minnesota as well. And 53 pitches in, no outs in the third. That's not shocking. 2-1.
Misses, and it's 2-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider.
I mean,
the way
McKinstry
the team
gets
is run
on
now,
here.
Doesn't even matter
You might be
much
looking
if the
at
starter doesn't go
Paddock
that deep because
goes
teams
2
are
innings,
really
solid.
aggressively building their bullpens. 2-1 now. On
McKinstry
the
foul.
ground, and foul ball.
He's been jumping out in front of his fastball a little bit too much. Really, the damage has been done primarily on some of the hanging breakers. Ooh, that's a nasty pitch, but it gets away. Throw down to third will not be in time.
Third with 1 gone. Both runners move up.
The 2 in scoring position after the wild pitch from Paddock. And that's going to do it.
Now, and he's going to make a change. Chris Paddock departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Wow. So Chris Paddock goes 2 1/3. Not at all. Not at all how I saw this going.
Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins.
So it will not be Simeon Woods Richardson. Eberson Castellano. 2 games, pretty high ERA.
He's going to have to make some great pitches to work.
Long relief type pitcher. 4.2 innings
Now the catcher
in
comes
2
up
games
to him.
played.
Dylan Dingler doubled in his first
We'll
AB.
see Dylan Dingler here, 1 for 1. Ooh,
Tap foul at the plate.
Dingler's got better contact. That's big time trouble. It's kind of fluttered off the end. And in the air, right field. Not deep. We'll keep the runners where they are.
Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Winds up being a mistake, unfortunately.
And next up for the Tigers, Trey Sweeney.
So now Trey Sweeney, 0 for 1, but did drive in a run on his ground out. Ball 1.
Not close with that one, and it's 1-0.
And is it possible that they work around Sweeney to face the right-hander Baez here? Ooh, good change.
And that's strike 1.
Well, it stinks to be down by these runs early.
Really
in this
good
ball game
changeup.
like this, but you've got 2 outs.
The fact that he threw that first pitch slider so terribly and then a really competitive changeup. What a swing. Down the line and left. And it is a fair ball that is going to get 2 runs home. Trey Sweeney into second base. And it is 5-0 Detroit.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into
This was not fair by much and had a whole bunch of slice on it. I think that just missed landing on the line. Yep.
So here's Baez now.
So it'll be Javier
Doubled his
Baez.
First time up.
RBI double here. His first time. Javi batting fucking almost 400. 13 hits on the year. Baez right back up the middle. Sweeney will round third and head home. The throw from Buxton not in time. 6-0. Oh man, it it is not looking good here today for Minnesota. Both pitchers they've thrown at us here have no answer. They can't locate anything except right down the middle of the plate. They're throwing us way too many hittable pitches.
That one's in there. That's strike one.
Apparently so. Justin Henry Malloy. Ooh, swing and a miss. A couple of good fastballs there from Castellano. Actually, first pitch was a changeup, but two really good pitches to get Malloy down 0-2. And up and in. And
now 1-2.
I mean, we're at a point in this game where Castellano might be asked to pitch multiple innings regardless of the outcome, so he's going to have to do a lot more of that. Ooh, that's really tough take. Changeup didn't really start to break until a little bit later. 2-2. And inside, Malloy has got the full count here. They could go back to the pen with Carpenter due up. That's a walk. Wow.
Right there. He was down early in that plate appearance.
He got an 0-2 count on Justin Henry Malloy, and then a 2-out walk will extend the inning for Carpenter.
Carpenter
Ball one.
Takes ball one off the plate.
And you can't really work around Carpenter here because you got Green to follow.
2 outs.
Ground ball, just foul. I stayed back, but yeah, it has been a rough start for Carp, but the talent he has at the plate can turn a game around instantly. Weak contact to left field. It is carrying a bit, but not deep enough. 6-0 through 3 innings.
No errors, but 2 are left.
I mean, my goodness, 6 runs on 9 hits.
To the bottom of inning number 3. Tigers 6 and the Twins nothing.
Hey, that's a series win. We take those.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien.
Might have been Jackson Job's first career win here today.
Nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the
check swing and he went.
Instead of trying to be
Minnesota is struggling with the same plate discipline they had yesterday.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, I mean, there was a time last year where the Twins weren't all that bad, but then they absolutely tanked their season down the stretch. Cutter launch foul. Sweeper, good take.
And it's 1-2.
Wow. Blue 99 right past him. First strikeout of the day for Jackson Joe.
He wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to
one away here, Willie Castro.
Man, it is hard to catch up.
And there's the first Minnesota hit of the day.
And that should be extra base.
Willie Castro down the left field line. It'll be a 1-out double. And the Twins, albeit very, very far out of this game, they have the talent to get back in it, especially if Joe just completely falls off a cliff, you know.
A chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
1 out, runner at second. At the plate, Jose Miranda.
Here's Jose Miranda.
His first time.
And that is right to McKinstry.
That's out number 2.
The throw will be to third, and there is no tag on a pretty deep fly ball, but I guess McKinstry played it well. I don't know.
And here comes Carlos Correa.
So now 2 away for Correa. And he swung at that first pitch sweeper. bold choice. I mean, especially where we threw it, you're not going to do anything with that.
Man at second.
Cutter in for strike 2.
0-2 now.
Kind of pitched ourselves into a rough spot here. I think we're going to want to throw the sweeper again.
Gets a
Fouled
piece
away.
there. We'll do it again. The shortstop takes the ball.
I mean, it's consistent. Zone has been small all day. Change up way out in front, strike 3. So the Twins still can't crack the scoreboard. Really, for the second straight day, Target Field is lifeless.
Back in Minnesota, and now Riley Green.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to complain too much. We've been on the good side of the umpires here for the first 3 innings.
That's in there.
Probably a hittable pitch, but
Green,
we'll let it go.
24 years old, and he was
Wait for something a little better.
Last year. Right through there for a strike.
Might not get anything better. Everson Castellano back out for his second inning, his first full.
Now
1-2. Or did he come on with 0 outs last inning?
The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following
1-2
to help you get that out.
Inside.
And that one is inside.
Just the same kind of thing that he did to Malloy. Ah, yeah, right. Paddock was 2 1/3. Ooh, I thought it was going low. That's rough. It's been a bizarre day for Spencer Torkelson. 2 for 2.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
Jumped it just a little bit early again. We haven't seen a lot of velo from the Minnesota Twins. It's low to mid-90s fastballs all game so far. Just paint.
Fights that one away.
Wasn't expecting another one.
0-2.
Especially the best fastball of the AB, at least in terms of its hitability for us. Best fastball to hit.
Ball one there.
24 pitches for Castellano. I do think he could eat probably almost 3 innings. If they really wanted to try and push him.
I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the
And I mean,
ball
after
out of
yesterday,
pitcher's hand
they
really well
burned
right
through Simeon Woods Richardson. He pitched a couple innings last night. And that one is going to be a tough play, but the Twins will get Torkelson for the first time today. And oddly enough, on the ball that he hit the best.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. 1 for 2.
Labor 1 for 2. Hard hit single to left field today. Woo.
Slider right there.
Wow, no fair.
And Castellano, the more he gets into this outing, throwing much better pitches. And we contact the center. Long run for Buxton. A dive! Whoa! Carlos Correa!
In the air like Superman, diving catch, and he ends the inning.
Oh, great look at the play there, game.
Back at Target Field,
Wow.
bottom of the 4th. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Jackson Joel out for inning number 4 with a 6-0 lead. And McKinstry does not have a play.
And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
Yeah, for sure. Byron definitely backs that up. In the air, right center.
Side, McKinstry.
McKinstry, plenty of time to get underneath it.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. So up next for Minnesota.
Twins have been really punchless at the plate to start this series. As we near, I guess you could call it the halfway point of this series.
We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Are the Rays rocking throwbacks, fullbacks, or City Connects? What are they doing? I think the City Connects was yesterday.
0-2.
Sweeper, late swing there from Wallner.
Just foul.
I go up and in. Got him. Oh, triple digits from Jackson Jobe.
Looked like he reached back and got a little extra on that one.
Third strikeout of the day. Two of them have just been throwing a fastball right by a guy. I wish we could get like Carlos Pena era Rays throwbacks. Very late stages of the Devil Rays.
If you give up a solo shot.
Next offering is
Strike
in
one
for a
to
strike.
Byron Buxton. 46 pitches for Job's. Pitch count's in tremendous shape. Change up.
Missed.
Says it missed. Hello. Sweeper fouled off. Did you have girl dinner?
I had some sour cream and onion pretzels, though.
Wait, sour cream and onion pretzels? What? Those exist?
Get with it, girl.
Fast.
Gets under it and pops it up.
Fastball
Torkelson
popped up on the infield for Torkelson.
drops into the glove, and that's the third out.
Easy does it for Jackson Jobe.
We're headed to the fifth.
Twins with
Tigers
just one
6,
hit through
and the
4.
Twins nothing.
And the Tigers, albeit,
And we're back. Ready
you know,
now
held
for the
back
fifth
a little
inning.
bit, really,
Now
ever
it's the
since
right fielder,
Castellano has
Jack
come on.
McKinstry.
You know, still, what a day.
Castellano back to work.
Wow.
No, he doesn't get the call.
There's the
And
home
that
plate
is
umpire
ball
again.
one.
Well, these Tigers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me
I don't know
like they
why,
really
I
wanted
just,
to get to the
when I
starter
think of
early,
like the
get him out of
Devil
the game
Rays,
before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
that's the era that I'm thinking. Like, I remember actually really like the Vest Devil Rays, you know? Right before they dropped the devil. Back to Castellano.
To first, and the leadoff man set
It's a
down
good thing
there
he's
after
tall.
fifth.
The catcher, number 13, Dylan.
And next to hit for Detroit,
Dingler.
Dylan Dingler. All right, they're playing at Steinbrenner.
That one
1-0.
misses.
Ball one to Dylan
1-0.
Dingler. And to be honest, if we're going to get a hit out of Dylan Dingler in any appearance that he has this year, it's probably going to be a good day. Dylan 1 for 2. And Dingler back up the middle again. Oh, what a snag at second.
It's a great play for the
And it's another delayed reaction. Made a little bit more difficult than it needed to be. But what a snag.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Sweeney.
True statement.
Swings through that
Swing and a
one
miss
out
there
in
by
front that
Sweeney.
time.
0-1.
Gotta be one of the best days of the year for Trey. 1 for 2. He's driven in 3.
And that's
Ball, that's
downstairs.
down.
And it's 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth.
2
The
and 1.
shortstop
That's
takes
it.
the ball.
Trey not really in the lineup for his bat necessarily.
Next
Down low
one
again,
misses.
3-1.
And now 3-1.
Got Javi Baez, who's got 2 hits and 2 RBIs today, due up next.
Next off.
It's probably a really shitty swing, 3-1, but I don't think it really mattered. It probably did. That was probably ball 4 with today's zone. The 3-2.
And a payoff pitch.
And
That
weak
one
contact
lifted to
off the
left.
bat of
Warning.
Sweeney. That will
And that'll
end
do
the
it.
top of the 5th inning. So we'll send Jackson Jobe out there and, you know, just kind of keep a feel of how he's doing. If the contact gets a little bit harder, Twins string together a couple of hits, then we'll get some action up.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning.
Good news is we got some wiggle room here. It is 7-8-9 for Minnesota.
Just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big
oh wow!
story. We've seen it.
I think they chased that pitch there, but it is the second Minnesota hit of the day. Just a good swing and a fastball down low by Jeffers.
So a man at first.
Not really worried about that.
For Minnesota, Trevor Larnach.
I mean, he chased the fastball just out of the zone there.
And a
Launch foul as Jobe has lost a little bit of confidence after that. Cutter, that's foul too.
Swinging a foul out of play.
He's late on it. Try and blow something past him. Not gonna happen. Down the line and right. McKinstry on the run. He makes the play. So it's getting to the point that we really do need to monitor Jobe a little bit. Just kind of keep this in check. Keep control of this game.
That one well upstairs.
Edouard Julien is the second baseman, for those wondering.
First with one away. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Late on a cutter at 89 miles an hour. And then chase the heater.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got
ground ball right to Torkelson. Oh, we had a chance for two there. I'm an idiot. I thought there were two outs.
Now batting.
That appears to be the case. So that could be a costly mistake. We do have Willie Castro, who does have one of the two Minnesota hits today.
And first offering is fouled off.
Good news is a decent chance it will stay in the ballpark.
Swung on, belted. That's back. And that one is out of here. A two-run homer, his second of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 6-2.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet.
You know, I think we just need to turn these into no commentary streams. Just shut my ass up.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough.
Willie Castro, not exactly a power hitter, so what I was saying is generally quite true, but when you give him a pitch like that, even that can cut through the wind.
So two down, down the number 2 hitter, Jose Miranda.
Oh, Lord. Now, base is clear, Jose Miranda.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball high, and it's already been a long inning for Jobe. Really the first time all series you can say that Minnesota really jumped on one of our mistakes. Sweeper. Oh, it's off of Torkelson. He'll pick it up, race to the bag. Torque will tag first base. Willie Castro goes deep, and the Twins are on the board.
It's now 6-2.
Tigers still lead by 4.
The show. Back in Minnesota, and now it's Baez.
Well, it is 9-1-2 for Detroit. Javier Baez having a great day, 2 for 2. Oh, could have been 3 for 3, but right at third base. That's honestly the best pitch to hit that we've seen from Castellano in probably over an inning. And I thought he would have been out of here right now. I'll tell you this, he's done a great job keeping this game pretty much where it was.
Malloy batting with one down.
Now, outside of the stuff that he mostly inherited,
with some action, Brock Stewart warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Coulombe also getting ready.
Malloy, right ground side, ball, this time to Julien. Do what? Tigers hit 2 balls hard here in this 6th inning, but
Carry.
have not
So
been
2 down
able
now, and here is Kerry
to
Carpenter.
get anything past
0 for
this
3.
infield.
A
Carpenter
flyout,
is
ground
0
out,
for
and a
3.
strikeout.
Ball
And
1.
that's a little bit
That's a
high.
ball.
Ball 1.
An 8-game hit streak. You will at least get one more chance to extend that here today.
2 down, nobody on.
2-0.
Just
That missed. That's a
missed.
ball.
He's been raking in recent games,
2-0.
and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Oh. He ramped up that fastball. We haven't seen 94, 95 from Castellano very much. A little bit behind it.
Swing and a miss.
Oh
2
my
and 2.
God, the bottom fell out of that
2
thing.
and 2's the count.
Two outs.
Inside
Almost got him.
by a lot. 3-2 count on Carpenter. Riley Green due up next.
And that's
Ball
ball
4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Well, a slight
What a
sliver
foul.
of
It's not always
redemption
easy
for
laying
Kerry
off
Carpenter
every
here
two
today.
pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that
Now it'll be
one.
Riley Green. You certainly want more out of your 2-3
And next
hitters
is the
than we've had
designated
here
hitter,
today.
Riley Green.
Carpenter and Green hitless. Doesn't happen often. At one launched, right field. Riley Green. Oh my goodness, it just died back there.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a
That
run
ball
away.
was smashed.
Order 3, 4, 5 coming up. Tigers 6 and the Twins 2.
Willie Castro's home run can cut through the wind, but that thing couldn't.
Bottom of the 6th inning, and now for the Twins. Carlos
Well, so
Correa.
probably not the greatest idea to send Joe back out here.
Correa,
But we are
the
going to give it a
first
go
overall pick for
because
Puerto Rico back
the
in 2012.
bullpen is
He
ready to
blossomed into
enter
the American
whenever.
League Rookie of the Year in 2015.
That's
That
trouble.
one is absolutely belted.
It's going to be all for
That's
Jackson
down, one house
Job.
off the wall. Around
And that'll be a
first, and
leadoff
for 2.
double for
And he's
Carlos
got a leadoff
Correa,
double.
his second double of this series.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
No, certainly can't complain about Job's start. Bats were on fire. He was pretty good. Really good, I'd say, for the first 4 innings. 5th inning, fell apart a little bit. Probably should have gotten out of it, but yeah, no. I did get the reference. Nobody else will. So we do head to the bullpen. Right-hander. Yeah. So the choice here actually is going to look like it needs to be Brant Herter. Brant Herter is the right matchup for each of the 3 guys that Minnesota's sending to the plate here.
Gives way.
Well, Boog, he's leaving this one in line for that first career win at the major league level.
Would
Now
indeed
let's
be
see
the
if
first
bullpen
career
can hold
win
this
for
lead.
Jackson Job if we can hang on to a 4-run lead.
Now pitching for
The new
Tigers,
pitcher in the game, Brant Herter.
number 48.
And he's got a nice
Up and
lead
down
to work
start
with, so
to
he
the
should come
Tigers
in
franchise
strikes,
career, Brant
attacking
Herter.
these hitters.
Remember that the file got corrupted before we really got to use Brant last year. Turned into a very reliable arm for the Tigers bullpen in the playoff run. Oh, you
Swings
are
here,
kidding
last
me.
one left field. That one is gone.
6-4.
An absolute smash to left. 3rd home run of the season, and they close the gap. It's 6-4.
He's really seeing the ball well lately.
I don't even know what you can do there. I think that's just Royce Lewis being good. I don't think this pitch missed where I wanted it at all.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time
Not
to be
really.
aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking
Sinker
for
down
when
and
they
away.
turned
It's
to
where we
him.
wanted it.
Now he's got to find a way to reset.
Stepping in, Matt Wallner.
And now Matt Wallner. In a situation that we don't often have with Brant Herter is having to pitch with him with nobody on. So this delivery just feels incredibly slow here. 0-2. And that's down the line and foul. It's a really good swing. on that pitch, so a little bit dangerous.
And it's foul.
Matt Wallner just fouling off pitch after pitch. Got him.
It's a strikeout.
That's a good comeback there for Herder.
Away with one right there.
Don't ask why the shadows look so weird. I don't have an answer for it.
And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that
Byron
pitch again.
Buxton.
Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Buxton in the box again. Takes a strike. Still only one out here in the inning.
Changeup smack to right field. A 1-out single. Yeah.
Love how he let that ball travel.
Everything but me. Don't blame me. It's not my fault. What do you say, really? Minnesota with a hit there off Brandt.
We'll hit next.
The home run. They were on 2 good pitches, down and away.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back
Sinker
into this
in
ball
for
game.
strike
Next
1.
offering is in for a
Ryan
strike.
Jeffers, as this game is tightened up a bit. Chop foul.
Buxton leads off first with 1 away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Problem with Herder, perhaps, is that he doesn't really have a big-time strikeout pitch. That sweeper, yes, but he doesn't get a lot of strikeouts.
Gets a piece. And
Doesn't have great velocity there on the fastball. We threw it at 94. Got him.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I say that, but Brandt
Well,
does have 2 Ks this inning.
Pitching is getting ahead in the count, and as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate
Now
starts
Trevor
to get
Larnach,
really wide. And what happens
2
is
gone.
because of the pressure, you end up
Got
getting
the
to a
edge,
finish
and
as a
that's one of the
batter
very
before
few
you
times
recognize what it is,
so
and that's
far
what
in
leads
this
to the
game that the
strikeout.
zone has expanded a bit. Check swing. He went around. I think this is a strike anyway.
Around, according to Clyde Washington.
I mean, I'd say.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
See if we can see where that was. Look at that fastball. Now, again, we can't really complain. We've gotten a lot of great calls today, but... Sweeper gets him.
That K is his 3rd of
Apparently,
the
he
game.
is the strikeout guy.
But
Brandt
you come
Herder
across to
strikes
score
out
in
the
end,
side.
courtesy of this
However,
homer. It's now a
he did
6-4
allow
ball game.
a
It's
big
Major League
home run to
Baseball on
Royce
the show.
Lewis to make it a 2-run game.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brock Stewart.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality.
Interesting decision here by the Minnesota Twins. 6th game for Brock Stewart. He's got an ERA near 8.5.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Got a good fastball, the best one we've seen today. Sweeper, cutter on the outside part.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
First pitch sweeper is just
33
not
years
very
old,
competitive.
a former first-round pick.
So now we can really
Back in
try and
2019.
jump on, you know, some heat here. Really try and just pull it.
And the 1-0.
Ball.
Gotta see a mistake, though. 2-0 here on Torkelson. Ooh.
Front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Big changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Damn, wasn't even thinking changeup from Stewart.
And that
3-1.
one misses up and in. 3-1.
Look at how cute the cat is right now. Just smushed.
And that one clips the corner.
Beautiful fastball down and away.
In terms of the best
3-2 on Torkelson.
That fastball was down enough.
And that one is trouble right center field. That one is down for Tork's 3rd hit of the day. And Torkelson is up to second base, standing up.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now There are several ways that they can get this run across.
Definitely a torque day, I'd say so.
Runner in scoring position, no outs.
3/4 of the way through the cycle. Yeah, he got the triple on the bad dive. He's got a bloop single, now a double. I'd say he's got the hardest part out of the way already. And Torres, weak fly ball to right field. Will not carry enough for Torkelson to tag up. Don't mind the midstream lighting change, it's fine. We are streaming during the day for once, so we might as well leave the fucking curtain open. Like the first nice day I feel like we've had this year.
Gets the call. It's 0-1.
Man, I mean,
so much happening there. That was out of the zone call to strike, which is not what we've seen today. And photosynthesis. I got enough photosynthesis watching the damn chickens.
Next offering is fouled back.
Yeah, we just, nothing to do. Why not? It's not often I do get to be live this early anymore.
Man at second. That's
Really
a
hit
ball.
Zach.
Tried the sweeper.
1-2. That is a big run for Detroit here. Standing on second base would be great to get it. Ooh,
Fights that
good
one away.
foul.
Still 1-2.
Yeah, morning.
Second, here in
Right?
the top half
Morning.
of inning number 7.
Still 1-2 in McKinstry. And a ground ball that will advance Torkelson. That throw from Julian. Maybe he's trying to make up for his lazy plays a little bit earlier in the game. That was a bullet for no reason.
Catcher Dylan Dingler.
I feel like we're left with a little bit of a choice here.
To collect himself now as he asks for time.
Now, I mean, it's not great to just sub your starting catcher on the day, especially for a guy like Tomas Nido. I think we'll let Dingler handle it. I mean, we gave Nido the day off just to kind of put Dingler in anyway, so let's see what he's got.
And that's in there for
Might not see a better pitch than that.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Oh, man.
Such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If
We
you
were
look
on
down,
it.
You're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Hole's wide open right up the middle, too.
That misses. 1-2. And the count is 1-2.
Late break on that sweeper, but when it did move, it was sharp. 1-2 on Dingler. 2-2.
Ball.
Dylan Dingler, no RBIs yet on the year.
Next pitch is outside. Trey Sweeney.
Trey Sweeney, who has driven in 3 today in various forms. Don't think you really want to mess around with that.
So now
Wow. He went fishing for a corner, and it's just not the day to try and do that.
Help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take.
I mean, I'd say a solid 9 times out of 10 today. The zone's been small. You're not getting those calls on the edges.
Trey Sweeney.
So here's Sweeney. Ball 1.
Changeup, and that's ball 1.
Well, he's already in some
Baez
trouble and
due
falling
up.
behind in the count.
If Sweeney
Makes it
can
even
extend the
worse.
inning.
Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate.
Oh,
and that's where they can
disgusting.
really do damage against a guy like this.
1 ball, 1 strike. Torkelson on third.
I don't know what I was really biting at. He doesn't have a straight slider. Way inside, 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count.
He will not.
Nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring it.
Oh my God, dude, what a dot!
They get out of this without allowing a run.
What an absolute insane pitch! Oh, dude!
Huge strikeout there. Tigers strand a pair. They're
You see it happening in front of your face. You can't do anything about it. That was absolutely filthy.
Taking a look at our game summary.
Not a damn thing we could have done.
Julian.
Dingler was not the problem, and really, Trey Sweeney wasn't there either. That's just one where there's just nothing you can do. (9-1-2) due up here for Minnesota. I'm gonna try and see if we can't get a little bit more out of Brant Herter. Ground ball, Gleyber Torres. That's sufficient. Now, Brant has plenty of stamina, so that is not a concern here this inning. Willie Castro is actually better against right-handers, so the move will be to keep Herter in the game. Changeup drops in. Try and throw a sinker in that same spot. Maybe get him late. And he was. I don't know where we go. 0-2. Sweeper in the dirt.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Time that up well. Good fastball. Carpenter moves in. Two-way here in the 7th. Have I tried aiming for the ump's face? I don't know if that's gonna help matters. The ump's been kind to us today. We don't want to mess with that.
The next twin up to hit.
Now Miranda is actually more of a concern against right-handers. I don't know why there's so many of those types of hitters in the game these days, but there really is.
And first offering is fouled off.
Baseball just feels backwards.
The bottom of the 7th. Next
All of a sudden, Brant Herter's painting.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets
And the
hit by a
0-2.
pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles.
Swing and a foul. How did he go down and get that? That is quite literally golfing at it. Wouldn't chase.
Misses, and the count 1-2.
Change up. Mistake with it, but not really sure what he was expecting. It seemed very strange. And popped up.
Towards left center.
It's like an identical play to the previous hitter, despite overrunning the ball. But that will end the 7th. Up and down. I mean, this outing here for Brant Herter just kind of sums up his season, you know? He allows a 2-run home run to, you know, start things out, but overall, a very good outing.
Danny Coulombe.
So Danny Coulombe, left-hander, will come on out of the pen to take on Javier Baez, Justin Henry Malloy, and Kerry Carpenter.
Baez at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Yeah. He's trying to push for one of those amateur spots in next year's Masters.
There's a sinker at the knees for a strike.
Now, I believe we saw Danny Coulombe yesterday as well. Before we get too deep into this inning, let's head to the pen. Right-hander in Correa. Much less power against right-handers, so that's a good move. Royce Lewis is a bit more of a problem, but as long as we handle Correa, that shouldn't be an issue. So we will bring in. Well, I'm kind of in between right here. I'm gonna warm up Holton. See how this goes. 1-1 on Baez. I think we went.
Baez
Wow.
tries to hold up.
Thank you, Woody Keller.
And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up.
I'm not so sure about that, but we'll get the call. In the air and foul.
Wrapped foul.
Just a slow cutter. Baez didn't get that far out in front on it. Missed inside.
Off the plate, and that's ball 3.
Count is full.
3-2 on Javier Baez. That is 3 straight cutters. And he missed with it.
So a lead-off walk.
Lead-off walk for Javi.
Now batting, the center fielder, Justin
Back to the top of the order now.
Malloy.
And here is Justin Henry Malloy.
Well, we're looking for a good at-bat here out of Malloy. This is a great matchup for him. Even though Cologne does have great stuff that breaks in.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
Oh!
It's 0-1.
Good Lord.
Right
And a sinker, same damn spot.
Baez aboard here at first with no
You know, I kind of thought about that possibility. Didn't think he'd actually do it. And fouled away.
Right side, keeps the AB
Finally
going.
see that slurve from Cologne. 0-2 on Malloy. And now 1-2. Curveball. Never threatened the zone.
In the dirt. A good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're
Could try and backdoor slurve on us
based
now.
off the trajectory, get yourself
Or
in the scoring position.
miss one
That
pretty
missed by a
badly
lot.
inside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Baez not a threat to steal on a Tigers team that I don't believe has a stolen base yet.
And
That'll
that's
miss
down
again,
and away.
full count.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Ooh.
Fights it off.
Went
You'll
with
see
the
another.
sinker instead of the cutter. That's unfortunate because I think we time up that cutter. So many things right around the belt for Malloy. In the air, high drive. I don't know if that's going to have enough. At the wall, no. Just shy for out number 1.
Didn't get all of that one, but man, the wind almost pushed it over the fence and
Next
left.
to the Tigers, the left fielder.
Well, rough spot for Kerry Carpenter here. Hit streak is on the line, and he faces a left-hander. We do have a few hits on the year with Carpenter against lefties.
Checks
Ooh, good take.
no appeal. Man at first, one
Longest
away.
hit streak here in this Tigers franchise season. And a hit streak that started all the way back in Seattle.
Next offering is fouled back.
Baez doesn't really have a worse matchup in game anymore. His contact and power just blow against both sides. Ground ball is foul. Out in front on a cutter, and this is even worse matchup-wise for Carp. Because you got the cutter, gonna break away. Got the slurve, gonna break away. It's rough. And into left field, that will extend the hitting streak to 9 games. Oh, he got heat up and in and just slapped it the other way.
Now batting,
Riley
designated
Green
hitter,
up now for the
Riley
Tigers.
Riley Green.
0 for 3 in this one. And that one's
Just low.
missing low.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first
Man, I'll
base.
tell
Get
ya.
2, get out of this.
Want that insurance run. Get this back to at least the 3-run game in such a bad way.
And
2-0.
another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been
And
down
now they're
in the
flirting
zone.
with
Pitcher clearly trying to
loading
get
the
that ground
bases
ball
for
double play, but in
Torkelson.
this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That
All right.
one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
Fair.
Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're in the top of the
2-1
eighth.
on Riley Green. Down low.
Downstairs.
Well, do you make him a pitch, or do you hope that you can get Torkelson with 3 hits today out?
And that'll load the bases.
Wow.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense.
Oh, my God. It's going to be all for Cologne.
Here comes the manager out of the duck.
Now, I'd expect a right-hander here, and we do get that in Cole Sands, and a pretty good one as well.
In terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to
Cutter,
execute
he's got a good
one pitch at a
fastball.
time to try
Might
to
sit
get
on
out
that
of this.
first pitch fastball,
He's
just
got
try
a
and pull it.
single, a double, and a triple in this game.
Oh,
Run gets
it was a
him the
cutter,
cycle.
and I tried to
So they're
adjust.
all loaded up.
Didn't miss it by much. He's got 5 pitches, though. It's hard to sit really on anything. 1-1 on Torkelson.
1-1.
A home run shy of the cycle. I could not tell you the last time we hit a cycle in Tigers franchise.
Next
2-1.
2 balls and a strike.
Way to lay off that
It has been a long, long time, I feel. Oh,
foul. Just missed. If he's able to connect on that.
2 strikes on Tort.
Pitch misses. Counts full, 3-2.
Well, safe to say we should be seeing something to hit here. 3-2, 1 out. Bases are loaded. And he walked him. Oh, my God. Well, that's not a very popular walk. You got to say that, but...
He wants guys to come in and attack the strike zone.
Oh, my God.
Bases all loaded up. Gleyber Torres up to hit.
I don't even know how I took that, to be honest. I was expecting that to be a strike for sure. And that's going to miss
For ball 1.
Well, this is a
to Gleyber Torres.
and the hitter. You can learn a lot
You
about
walk
guy
home
by
a
how
big
he handles
insurance
these
run.
pressure situations.
And a big swing
90
and miss.
mile an hour
Some
splitter.
movement on the Twins bullpen.
Oh, my. They're warming up to Rod.
Up and throwing.
They're down 3.
Swing
Chase
and a miss.
one.
He was late. Strike 2.
First run scored since the 3rd, indeed.
And if you're not looking
Hot
up
start
in
for the
that location,
Tigers.
it's very difficult to catch
For the
up
middle
to,
innings,
especially
middle
with
to
that
late
velocity.
innings, not much going on.
Struck him out looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball to knees.
Well,
So
2
that's
away,
Zach McKinstry.
and now it is Zach McKinstry. 1 for 4.
And that's fouled off.
Cutter just kept coming in and in and in. There it is again.
For a strike and quickly nothing at 2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right
2
there,
strikes
it's
on
pretty good.
McKinstry.
If he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Oh,
Man, oh, man, I
stone
don't know how you
cold
take
take
that pitch.
on
That's as
that.
close
He fires in a
as it
fastball
gets.
down at the knees like that. We're boned. He did. He tried. He took some off of it, though. Oh, that's filthy, dude. The Twins, despite being down by 3 runs in this game, they have thrown some big-time pitches.
And the Twins 4. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The shortstop.
Twins, 1 more game against us.
Vega.
Trying to battle back to at least even this series before the finale tomorrow. They take on the Mets Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We are on the road to take on the Milwaukee Brewers in a series that will include Jackie Robinson Day. Well, safe to say our bullpen arms are warmed up. That was a long inning. I think we go with Vest. I think we go with Vest and we try and give a save opportunity to Tyler Holton.
Roll into the bottom of the 8th, Will Vest.
Now pitching
And
for
we all know about his slider. It's just filthy,
Number
man.
19.
And one of the better
Ground ball
ones in the
foul
game,
by
I'd say.
Correa.
Swing rate's
Even though
very
this is
high,
not the
strikes a ton.
preferred matchup.
And the 0-1.
Ground
That's
ball,
the
little
third.
nubber.
Baez.
Baez is there.
On to first. One up, one down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled
Now
over on it.
You just trust Will Vest. Will Vest and Holton, I trust them against both sides.
Now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
Got to keep things airtight.
Now, it got a little rocky
On your toes, ready to make
last
a play.
night for
If you can
Tyler
get this to the
Holton.
ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
At 96, that
This
pitch
is
in
the
for a strike.
big problem of the inning, I would say. Trying to get Royce Lewis out. A dive from Gleyber Torres. Keeps it in front of him. Throw to first base will not be in time.
He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
But with the damage that Royce Lewis has done through 2 games in this series, a 1-out base hit.
Right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat,
Let
no
it go.
surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult
Not a
play,
worry,
and
not
that
a
swing
concern.
Definitely was deserving of a hit.
One down. And now the right
Here's
fielder,
Wallner.
Matt Wallner.
Oh, you are kidding me.
That's back.
The Minnesota Twins,
Into the upper deck.
yet again, have just hit a pitch right where it's thrown.
Second of the year, it's 7-6.
It's a 1-run game again. Matt Wallner goes.
Second deck. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that.
By the way, Target Field, the home of
Second deck.
one-run game again. Yeah, that insurance run looming large right now, huh?
Ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable.
I mean,
with
just what a
tees,
swing.
and he was comfortable right there.
They've been
Hitting
killing
the
us
ball
Oppo
opposite
all day.
field for a home run.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the center fielder,
Byron Buxton. I mean, he's a problem against right-handers as well.
There's a strike.
Change-up is foul. I wouldn't even hate a high slider here.
One-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Oh my
Swings
God!
through it, and that's a strikeout.
He went after that.
Out of the zone.
What the fuck was he looking for?
Not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early.
Oh,
and
man.
sometimes you get the swing and miss.
Ryan
It's good.
Jeffers. This is a good matchup for Will Vest.
And that is
Up
out of play.
foul.
This is a
Straight
close game.
back.
It's high leverage. Even if it's late, hold them right there and try to win in the bottom of the
Good
ninth. if
sinker
you don't
from
tie it up
Vest.
in this 8th.
Looking to get the tying run on
Oh,
base.
it's a cold strike 3.
Controversial called strike 3 to end the inning.
Wallner goes deep. It's a 1-run game
And
again.
this is now a 7-6 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
And now the Tigers have to scrap for insurance again.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher.
That ain't
on the mound.
likely.
Yohan Duran.
pitching from the
It is Mudcats legend, Yohan Duran.
Duran.
8 games this year.
Well, 1-run game.
He's
Now
doing
here's the
Duran
Detroit
stuff.
pitcher,
Of course he
Dylan
is.
Dingler.
Dingler.
7-8-9 here for Detroit. Well
That one
inside on
almost got him.
Dingler. Well familiar with Duran. Good fastball in for a strike.
Minnesota's bullpen with some action.
Simeon Woods Richardson warms up as well for the second time today. I don't know why. I don't know what the reason would be that they would need him here.
Just
Just
off the
missed.
outside edge.
That's an
2-1.
elevated splitter at 92 miles an hour, and that's on the lighter end for Duran. That'll make it 2-2 on Dingler. We went after one of those splitters at 94. Swing and a miss. Good fucking luck. 103.
In the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by
It'll
someone.
be Trey
He's still pretty
Sweeney.
awesome
We
with
will
it.
schedule
You got to be geared
Tyler
up and
Holton
ready to
for the
swing
bottom of
when
the
a guy
ninth.
like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Sweeney now at the plate as he swings.
I would like to not go to extra
Just a bit
innings.
tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
That one outside.
That's a ball.
And the count even 1-1.
By the way, after this game, I don't know if it's still live. If it is, I want to go and show you guys the 200-mile-an-hour pitching challenge, or the hitting challenge, I guess.
Fastball
2-1.
is outside.
It is so gross. We think this is bad? I mean, hey, this is a great warm-up for it. We're halfway up to speed.
On the inside corner for a strike.
What are you going to do against Duran here?
One-run game here at the top of the ninth.
Yeah, you have to swing before the ball leaves the pitcher's hand.
Next pitch misses.
Full count
and the
here on
count is
Trey
filled
Sweeney.
up.
Count's full.
Baez due up. Oh, dude, get out of here.
That curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit.
Javi
but
Baez
sometimes
is
you're
2 for
looking
3.
something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Oh, my goodness. Javi Baez, deep left field. It is out of here. Second deck. Javier Baez, home run number 1.
It's 8-6.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter
And for the
how you
second
attack him, he
time
finds a way
in,
to punish you.
I don't even know, 5 minutes, we get to press the button.
Second deck.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly
What
what he
a
did right
day
there.
for
You don't
Javi.
typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Justin Henry Malloy up now for the Tigers.
8-6. And now Malloy.
Miss, and he got him to chase.
No balls. One strike.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the ninth. Swing.
Yeah, good luck.
And that's strike 2.
If you're trying to time up
Really tardy on that
Duran's fastball,
Great
you're
job
still
of setting
boned.
him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity
Most
to it on the next pitch.
most
Can't
of the
catch up.
time.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, good thing nobody picked Malloy. Javier Baez, home run number 1, makes it an 8-6 game.
8-6. Back after this on the show.
We will have Tyler Holton out here trying to get his second straight save.
Now pitching for the
Back
Tigers.
now, and on the mound, the closer. Tyler
Save opportunities have been few and far
yesterday, and we'll
between.
see him once again.
Most of our wins, at least half of them to this point, have kind of been blowouts. You know, the sweep against the sweep against the White Sox. We had the Maddox by Scooble. It's been tough for Holton to enter games.
And
Strike
immediately
1 to
pumps in a
Larnach,
strike
but
to the
certainly
left-handed
not
hitter.
There
where
it
we would
was.
like to keep that.
Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
In the air, left
In the air,
field.
left field.
Carpenter will move on, out number
Carpenter
1.
Right there to make the grab. And there's one away.
Certainly want to get this done and over with before Royce
Two
Lewis
outs
ever
away.
sees the plate.
Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Well, so at least they're in franchise for the moment, yes.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
I think Hinch is kind of looking to go with like Tommy Canley in a closer role. Way late. There was Julian. Good sweeper. Right in the front door. It was a dot. But fouled away by Julian.
0-2 now.
Cutter. Got a piece of that,
And
too.
they'll do it again.
Oh, you are kidding me.
Right center, back there. Gone
deck.
He sends it into the second deck. His second of the year. It's 8-7. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't
The
stop
4th Minnesota Twins home run
each other at the ditch.
makes it a 1-run game again. Dude, you cannot be serious on some of these. I'm telling you, all of their home runs have been good pitches. I don't think we missed that.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Next is the designated hitter, Willie Castro.
Well, this gets scary now. Willie Castro, strike 1. Right to Torkelson, a little bit of a bobble, but he'll win the race to the bag for out number 2.
Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Two-way here in the bottom of the 9th. The Tigers lead by a run.
Excellent piece of work.
It'll be Jose Miranda, who does not hit lefties well. Oh my goodness, he hit it well. Carpenter underneath it, and the Tigers find a way to win this game, and with it, the series. Jackson Jobe will earn his first major league win in a back-and-forth affair, but in a game in which we never trailed. Minnesota just continued to fight. So Jobe the win. Chris Paddock, his first decision of the year is a loss. And even though it was a bit sketchy, Tyler Holton earns save number 3.